Good evening and welcome to day number 255. My name is Mary, and today's story called Peter the Rock. From Bethsaida on the Sea of Galilee, Jesus led his disciples still further north to Caesarea Philippi at the foot of Mount Hermon. The name of this place means Philip's Caesarea. It was called that because it was under the rule of King Herod Philip, a brother of King Herod Antipas, who ruled in Galilee. There was another Caesarea on the shore of the Great Sea, south of Mount Carmel. At Caesarea Philippi, Jesus asked his disciples this question: Who do men say that I, the Son of Man, am I? The Son of Man was the name by which Jesus often spoke of himself. They answered him, Some men say you are John the Baptist, risen from the dead. Some say you are the prophet Elijah or the prophet Jeremiah, come again to earth. Then Jesus said, But who do you say I am? Simon Peter answered for them all, saying, You are the Anointed One, the Christ, the Son of the living God. Jesus said to Peter, Simon, this has come to you not from men, but from my Father who is in heaven. You are Peter, the rock, and on this rock I will build my church, and all the powers of earth shall not overcome it. The church of Christ is made up of those who believe what Peter said, that Jesus is the Christ, the Savior of the world. After this, Jesus began to tell his disciples what would happen to him soon. We are going up to Jerusalem. There the people will refuse the Son of Man. He shall suffer many wrongs from the rulers and chief priests, and shall be killed, and on the third day he shall be raised to life. But the disciples could not believe that such sad things would happen to Jesus. They thought he would reign as a king, and high places in his kingdom would be given to them. Peter took Jesus apart from the rest and said to him, Master, do not speak of such things. You will not suffer and die. You shall be a king. But Jesus saw that under Peter's words was the evil one, tempting him, and he said to Peter, Go from me, Satan, evil one. You would be a stumbling block to make me fall. You are not seeking God's will, but men's. Jesus knew that while men wanted him to be a king and rule over a kingdom on earth, it was God's will for him to die on the cross to save the world from sin. Then Jesus called the people to come near and said to them all, If any man will come after me, let him give up his own will and take up his cross and follow me. For whoever has a will to save his life here shall lose it hereafter. And whoever is willing to give up his life for my sake will find it again in the life everlasting. What gain will it be to a man to have the whole world and lose his soul? For the Son of Man will come in his glory with all the world and lose his soul. Pardon me, with all the holy angels. And then he will give to every man according to his acts. And if any man is ashamed to acknowledge the Lord now, the Lord will not acknowledge him that day. And that was the word of the Lord. Now we come to our discussion questions. Number 1. Who did some people think Jesus was? Who did some people think Jesus was? Number 2. Who did Peter say he was? Who did Peter say he was? Number 3. What is the church made up of? What is the church made up of? Number 4 and last, what did the disciples expect to happen to Jesus? That was the first part. The second part, what did Jesus say would happen to him? So the first part of the last question, number 4, says, what did the disciples expect to happen to Jesus? And the second part, what did Jesus say would happen to him? And that was the end of our story number 255. It's great to have you with me. Thank you for being there. And we'll meet here once again soon. May God bless us all till then. Bye-bye for now.